Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird that we start recording.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but can we do this again? But then that we start at different benches again, just to double check.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
now we were at the same bench again.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, super
Okay.
works. And then you need to, somebody needs to present. I think you, Akush.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more, I think, my thing. Wait a minute. It isn't full screen. Oh, wait. Well, now it is full screen, but not the way I intended it. Okay, this is better. Yeah, I think that's probably the best we can do.
Yeah,
So,
I will download the presentation. Maybe that will help, you know.
okay.
It's the online version.
And I think we should go a few slides back. Or is this the one? Oh yeah, let's just start with the one saying the agenda point.
Okay.
No, sorry. I don't know, slide 10 or something. So one slide up where we started. Yeah, one back. Yeah. So I think it's good to start here. Then I can say that now we will start into the walkthrough of the year plan for Symbiosis and what we currently are working on. And then I don't know if I need a magic thing for when we need to do the next slide or to say next slide.
Next slide, please. I think that's good.
Yeah. So what we try to do, or what we do, is have an evidence-based approach, and then it will go into the parts about we did research in that cross-sector collaboration can have a lot of benefits and could save non-profits up to 20 billion globally. Also shared platforms and networks can cut cost by 25% and enhance the social impact. And strong networks lead to higher retention and more rehires. So I think the Symbiosis design incorporates solutions for common collaboration, and based on this evidence-based approach, that it will benefit the organizations and volunteers that are joining the foundation. Then what we are building currently is the online ecosystem. So that is one of the central parts for us as a foundation. We're building a system or network where users can join, but also institutions can provide input. So we can have interaction and brainstorm on what are the best ideas to progress further for implementation, and provide added value for organizations. I hope this is clear. It's a bit cluttered, perhaps. I don't know, Kevin, is this something you would follow?
No, it might be a bit difficult to follow like clearly, I would say.
Okay.
Because when I mean,
Yeah, this figure might be a little bit hard to digest at first. I maybe yeah. So
yeah, I'd say based on the figure more.
I got the feedback for the foundation. So basically, I was telling to a person about what we do,
Yeah.
and they told me that basically what we do is so it's very much abstract,
Yeah.
and it's hard to understand that.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah.
The point what I can do is I think remove the top and the bottom arrows. So let's say the win condition part and the moderation part. Then you just have one flow in users, platform, idea, implementation.
Yeah.
that we keep the central part. At least it helps slightly, I think.
I would say
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Good. I don't know, Akush, if you can press delete after this session.
Delete. I mean, you mean deleting the arrows like here?
Yeah, I think the complete, no, only the win condition arrow. So the top one,
Top one. Okay.
that one with the text, and
So-
the below
Sorry,
one.
the
So
below.
the one that goes from brainstorm team admins all the way to institutions, that one, that part also should be removed. So you only keep the central arrows in the user
Oh, okay,
idea
okay.
implementation. Then it's one flow. Yeah.
I just make a note myself to myself. I know that the arrow in Dutch is pijl.
Yeah, that's correct.
Or pijl maybe, but a pijl or pijl.
Well,
Pijl, okay.
yeah. Yeah, and then I would go into the currently we had some key successes in 2024 with forming the foundation, starting with the website, digitization, and of course it's a fun and insightful journey to get on the road with all these different steps. And then we have the key ambitions now for 2025. That is also something we would like to discuss in the brainstorm sessions, is be more active on social media, have online events, ecosystem experience and feedback from users, volunteers and organizations, creating our first year report and improve the internal regulations, and go for an AMBI status and an attractive work environment for volunteers.
Yeah, just a comment here. So the NB status is something Dutch specific, so there might be questions about what is this.
Yeah, that's a good point. So I should mention we will touch upon that later during the brainstorm session, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, and this is just to show the framework we're using, and that we had the quarter in 2024 with the points we worked on, and then in 2025 we are planning for the next steps. We're currently there, and I hope in the brainstorm session to fill out more of these blank areas in what would be logical next steps to do and what would make sense to you as an audience, and to get more perspective there. And we go then into the social media part.
Yes. Yeah, so I would start off then with maybe I would add another slide, but I would start off with in the introduction. I think wait. I think I added a slide, but maybe it's not or it's not saved. But okay, it's okay for fine. Start with an introduction, saying, okay, welcome everyone. Today we're going to dive into the social media aspect to make sure we can build essentially an engaged, connected, and online presence for Symbiosis, and make sure that the goal isn't just to post content, but actually create value and create connection, so meaningful connection. And then for the overview, so we'll start off with a high-level social media strategy, what we're doing, why we're doing, and what we're seeing in terms of opportunities. And then we'll break later into three brainstorm sessions, discussions, each tackling a key question with a potential outcome, and essentially that those revolve all around social media and connecting with smaller organizations and volunteers. And then we'll wrap up in terms of if you also have ideas in terms of your own contribution, which I will touch upon. Then the high level strategy overview, starting off with our mission, is that we want to connect people and amplify good. Everything we do essentially on social media and beyond should reflect the core purpose. Then, side note, by the way, I will still change the bullet points, so it's just for myself now. The goal is to build an engaged but interactive social media presence, so with the right target audience. And we're looking then specifically for individuals in terms of volunteers, nonprofits, and small organizations to, yeah, that seek for that guidance and support. Small focus areas as well. So looking definitely in terms of authenticity over reach. It's not about posting as much content as possible. It's not about creating as many likes, but creating engagement with the right target audience. Um, yeah, and building the supportive ecosystem. And yeah, value-driven content. So I would just keep it a bit shorter, otherwise it might take long. Um, then also, why these breakout sessions? So we would like to further create and co-create the strategy with you, our approach to make sure we're going in the right direction. And for that, we would need your input to make sure um, we're heading in that direction. Potentially, that can be contributing in terms of, let's say, writing posts or doing interviews for who's interested, but also coming up with ideas. And that's why we have these breakout sessions. So what's next? We're going to move into 3 different groups. Um, or we're going to move into different groups, and you will tackle a specific key question. Um, it will be also mentioned in the group. You have your specific information that will be posted in the chat by Akos to have all the information you need, and that will be then the key question, the discussion question, and the potential outcome. Yeah, and that's essentially then it for my part in this.
Okay, just a comment. So in case you know what I should or what we should copy paste in the chat, let me know. Or
Yeah.
so since you are presenting, maybe also Herbank, can you help maybe during the presentation with the copy pasting in case it is hard for me?
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, indeed. Then we need a bit of the text what you would like to have in the chat.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit prematurely for the whole explanation on the breakout sessions because after you, Akos will still explain his part.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
For sure.
and the mission and goal we already had in the introduction. So I'm
Okay. Yeah.
just wondering if we can do this more smart in perhaps it is for the social media we start with that we want to be more active on social media
Okay.
and why we think that might help us. And then we can have it into our focus areas in if we think why does it help us in we really want to have the authenticity there and building a supportive ecosystem and the
Okay.
value driven content. And then perhaps the part about the co-creation or brainstorming with them on we really would like your perspectives and we will touch upon that in the breakout sessions.
Okay.
I think is a good enough bridge already that we just mention we will touch upon these topics in the breakout session but don't have to explain the whole concept
Right.
of the breakout.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe what I would suggest, I think that direction is good. Maybe I would use less wording.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely will do. I just posted sort of my own notes, let's say, but in terms of bullet points, definitely will be less for sure. But yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
next slide, I think. Okay. Ah, the break. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You
And
mentioned
then
it.
I think this is yeah, and then it's just the basic ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think these should not be in the master slide deck.
No, exactly. Just
Yeah.
bring it in. Yeah.
But did you intend to discuss them or is there
Yeah, I put them in more so because I first thought that okay, we're gonna share the image in there, but that's not really possible. So we just have the chat, like the text information in there in the chat.
Yeah, and you can, of course, in your breakout group, share your screen or share a window to help
Yeah,
the brainstorm session. So it might be that if I am in brainstorm session 3, I do see this slide up while we are talking.
yes, but then if I switch, I don't know if it's gonna stay in there. That's the only part.
Yeah, it won't. Yeah. So this sharing that I do won't
Yeah.
stay with you in
No, no,
the.
no, of course. But I mean, everybody can, I think, share with their own table? Question mark.
Yeah, let's test this
Yeah,
after. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Point. Okay.
Okay. So walk through. Okay. So I will merge the slide style with my content. So now I just copy paste it like this.
Okay. I
So
would propose, can we just have a, let's say, 5 minute bio break? Then I will grab some water and then
yeah.
I will come back. Yeah.
Okay. See you at 40.
Yes.
It's weird that if I turn off the camera, basically I am invisible to others.
Yeah, I believe it's both the camera and the mic. because now I turn off the camera and I'm still here with the mic. But if I also press the mic out, then I'm.
Oh yeah. Because what I noticed when we had, for example, cycle meetings in Sanofi, is that most of the time people they just mute themselves and turn their camera off. So basically, but still I can see the mosaics. But here in this environment, basically people will be invisible.
I think if you open the chat function.
There's the participants. Yeah.
Yeah. Here. I was just a bit confused about the amount of chat things. You can chat to your table, chat to general, chat privately.
Oh yeah.
There are Q&As, there are polls. I think for a next event, that would be interesting to just have some questions we want to have answered. And then during the event, just shout out, we have a poll and what will be the answer to create something around that. Okay, everyone is back.
Yes.
Okay. So welcome. Today I walk you through the Symbiosis ecosystem. This is a space where collaboration happens, where the ideas become action, and where people like you can connect with like-minded individuals to make an impact. We are constantly improving and building our website ecosystem, so your feedback is key. Okay. Many organizations work in silos, struggling to find the right people, resources, or even the support. Symbiosis connects change makers with volunteers and organizations to maximize collective impact. We provide a platform and a community, not just a network, but an interactive space where real action can happen. Why should people join? We offer real value to different users. For volunteers, we offer opportunities, projects, meaningful engagement. For the organizations, we provide a connected community of motivated volunteers and other organizations, and simply because one cannot exist without the other. That's why we are building this ecosystem together. Okay, so let's break it down into key areas that power collaboration. Homepage, this is the first impression. This is where the first impression happens. This is here you have access to everything. Just a comment here, so I will include screenshots in the slides.
Yeah.
We have community and collaboration features. We have spaces, groups for discussions, resources, and direct messaging. We have the Catalyst Projects Hub, where the project ideas take shape. We have a job board and skill timeshare board. These are opportunities for volunteers and organizations. And as we said, we are constantly building and improving, so your feedback is key. Okay, and basically that would be it. And yeah, and my other slides are about the breakout groups. I mean, I just included here only for you to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So I would the live walkthrough would contain user registration and registration and login, social features, exploration, activity, joining a group, introducing themselves, commenting on posts. Also, I would ask for feedback. It would be an open conversation. Next step and takeaways. We're going to send you updates. We're not going to spam you. and that's it basically.
Did you still want to do 3 different, or you did 3 times the same thing during the breakout? Or do you want to do different things? Because we did have the discussion there that it might be ambitious to have both groups, forum, etc., all in the live experience. I don't know what now the intent is.
Yeah, so now I would want to explore everything with all the groups, so it would be the same. And for I think the first breakout group would give me the impression what is possible or not possible. Yeah, because I think we're gonna spend some time with the legislation if people are struggling to do that, but hopefully that's not gonna be an issue. And whatever is left out, I would continue with that in the second group, and then yeah, so I would iterate a little bit what I would include, but that would also, yeah, so I think that, yeah, I also need to maybe have a concrete plan.
I'm just also thinking about the practical part in people are in this environment and then they will need to go to the other environment. So probably in the chat, it's good also to provide here the link to the part where you can register directly to the registration page, I think. And then hopefully that goes quickly. But people have to go to their email to confirm, go back. Then there's a small explanation, and that's only on the social feature. So that's basically Buddy Boss. Let's say it like that part.
Yeah.
So it might be good in the first part, in the explanation. You have 15 minutes, so that's quite some time. I think this one was strong as an introduction to get back into why do we have an online ecosystem. And then for the next one, this one was for the listener a bit vague. Homepage was clear, but then the other ones were a bit complex, I think, to understand or abstract in just this bullet and the text you provided with it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so I would just think about perhaps you can the community and collaboration defocus that, or just say we have a community and collaboration part that we will show you during the breakout session. And then think about, can you have one screenshot per Catalyst project or a job board or skill and timeshare, and really make that dummy proof in if you would have somebody that's, let's say, I don't know, 12 years old or something, that you say, if you have this page, you can click here and then it shows you volunteer jobs available. Or if you click there, you can say, I can support somebody for this week when they have vacation. And then the other one can say, yeah, please help me out, or stuff like that. So they just give one example in when you click there, this might happen. And it might be a, let's say, general example that people can understand.
Should I do this in the breakout sessions, right? I mean,
No, yeah, I think here you have time to explain, and you won't touch the Catalyst, the job board, or the skill and timeshare, I think, in the breakout sessions. You would only do community and collaboration there.
Oh, yeah,
Correct?
yeah. Yes.
So I would mention that as, we have a homepage. That was perfect what you said. Then I would say the community and collaboration we will talk about during the breakout sessions and try out. And then for the Catalyst project, I would do one screenshot there and say what we want to do is make projects from non-profits more visible, for example, on YouTube, and then paste, I don't know, the screenshot of the YouTube of our introduction video or something. Or for the job board, say the page looks like this, and people can find different volunteer jobs as you see on the screen. And for skill and timeshare, I would say if you press this button, you can provide, hey, I want to offer my skills or make use of somebody else's skills. So I have just one example for the bottom 3 bullets with a screenshot to make it a bit visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, I also wanna include in the website ecosystem a profile page, because I also want to place the submit skill timeshare and submit job buttons, and also would include like some metrics counting how many jobs you've been applying, you applied, how many skill timeshares you submitted. So ideally, I would maybe also show a picture about the profile page here. Or that might be too much. What do you think? I mean, maybe it's not an
Is it
important
an
feature.
idea to have that one in the breakout?
Yeah, okay. So that would be like a starting point. Like here you have your profile, your starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, perhaps as an explanation part of the login process. Now you logged in, and you basically have a name, and you can add a picture, but we have more features there. There's a whole profile thing behind it. And then you already explained the job board as skill and timeshare. So perhaps you can even say one sentence like, and this profile will be visible in your job board if you have vacancies or apply to something, or in the skill and timeshare.
Mm-hmm.
But also perhaps it loops into the community and collaboration for networking. You can click on somebody's profile to see their background or something.
Okay. Okay, I will make
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah, and I
sense.
think this one is more like, where do we want to allocate the time? In how much do time do we have and how much explanation time? And I think 15 minutes is quite a lot. So you can, if you want, you can really take your time for the different things you want to explain. So it might also be that we say we do the profile already in the introduction, but then I would put it after the job board and the skill and timeshare, to just say people can also make a profile that will be visible for the job board, skill and timeshare, and interaction, something like that.
Yeah, so the profile page is something that I think it's better to see it than speaking about
Okay.
it. So yeah, I would
Yeah.
put it in the breakout
Here.
room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I will.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I will include in the design my stuff. So yeah.
And then I think we end up with the, I think if you go a few slides down, oh, not up, the other way. Yeah, this one, walkthrough, I think.
Sorry. I'm gonna share this again. Present. Yeah, because I put my slides at the end.
Oh, okay.
So there are no slides.
Yeah, keep going, one down. Yeah, this one.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I think will be the part about the breakout groups after you did the talk. So I think most logically you introduce the, now we will go into the breakout, and then give a short explanation in what will happen. And I think we discussed in the morning, we should have here on screen then the different groups, like the flower stand, and then people that are in there, and the other ones, the anthill, etc. To have the group rotation.
I just make a note for myself quickly. Small speech. Okay. So now we're going to the breakout rooms. Yeah, I will find a good flavor text here.
That's good.
Okay.
I was just thinking for your breakout group, would it make sense to ask people to put on screen 1 your presentation so they can see what you were doing, and on screen 2 open the website, to just mention that during the breakout, that people are not flipping back and forth between the screens, because probably you want to show you have to click here and that people have to do it. So either to put it on both screens, or if you only have one screen, to put it half the screen. Let's say on the right the website and on the left your presentation.
So what I imagine that I will do a live demo. So instead of showing a slide deck in my breakout groups, I would share my screen while I am on the website.
Yeah, but still they have to see your screen and see the website.
But
So
the
either
two
they
are
have
the same. See the webs. So yeah, so this meeting environment is going to be on one screen, but I will be sharing my other screen on which I am accessing the website, and that screen is gonna be shared. So I don't know if that's what you mean.
No, I thought the idea was that everybody does something on the live environment. Is that correct? So we would say, now please log in. So they have another tab where they go to the website, and then you show them which button to press, and then they have to do that to actually log in or create content. So it's not only you showing, but also them doing. And then you need the two tabs to be next to each other or on different screens, I think. I hope you can follow that.
Yeah, I think I have trouble understanding this, but
Okay.
I'm sorry. But I think if they
No. Yeah.
register, I can see them in the members, so I can see in real time at least who were able to join or not. And the some of the tasks would be to create posts or comments, and
Yeah.
I would see that in the environment. So the idea here is that my screen would be shared with the website. Ideally, we could see if somebody did their task or not.
Okay. 1 second. I can try. Oh, no, I cannot.
I can remove the presentation if that's what that's what you mean.
I don't know if I would be able to share. Oh. Let me just share screen. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Yeah, because probably you will show stuff on the website. So in my mind, your demo would be here. You say to people, hey, you have to click here and there. If you click here, you can search. Actually, I want the button to log in. Oh, here, sign in. But then the other person would actually do that also in the live environment. So they would have their other screen here. You say, please click on the sign in button. They would click on the sign in button also themselves. But then you need to have either two screens or have them next to each other.
Okay,
Would that make
I
more
see it
sense?
now. Okay, so the tasks or the list or what we should do should be also next to my screen where I do the active stuff, the live website.
Yeah, or at least
Click.
for the user, that they realize the best way to do it is to have two screens next together to see where you click and then click on there themselves. And otherwise, you will get you explaining something, people moving out of the Remo environment, going into another tab and trying it on the website. And you will, I think, lose a lot of time perhaps if they are not smart in how they approach it, just as a, let's say, worst case.
Oh yeah. So we are afraid that they might exit from Remo.
Yeah, or at least have a different tab, because then you have one tab for full screen remo. Then they will watch you, and then they will try to do it by clicking on another tab, going to the website of Symbiosis, and then try to search for that button. But then you lose a lot of time, or you think, oh, I cannot find it, and then again have to ask. Well, if you have two screens next to each other and you show it is here on the website, and they on their own screen can do it simultaneously, that would help if they don't have to jump back and forth between different tabs.
Okay. Okay. So maybe I'm just thinking about the solution. So maybe I could create a document. Oh, okay, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, or just mention it to them. Please put the website on a different screen. So on screen 1, you can see what I'm doing, and on screen 2, you can do it yourself.
Oh yeah. Maybe I
Then you
can also
see
show them
everything
how they
simultaneous.
can put two screen together if they have only one.
Yeah. For example, because that's a nice trick, like if you have the Windows button and you press an arrow, then it moves one screen to the left and the other screen to the right. Then you have it in 2 clicks, and then people don't lose a lot of time. So I don't know if everybody is that good with the IT part, just to keep that in the back of our minds to make it easy for them. Okay. So then we had the discussion, and now we will go into the breakout groups. Then we said it will be on screen, and then we will expect people to migrate there. Should we also then have the list in the chat? So just have like a flower stand, person 1, person 2, person 3, because then you exit to the playground and you don't see the different groups anymore.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Then do we also use the the assign shuffling, because we can still put it in chat and then tell them where they will be, but if we plan the assign shuffling, it will just like move them without them having to do anything.
That would be nice. I don't know. Perhaps then we have to test that. I don't think you can do it from the presentation mode, because currently I don't see that option.
That's true. Yeah. Then
So you have to go out of this anyhow, and then either it should be directly assigned.
yeah, if you can set it up before, so like before we start, and then we can, for example, mention in this mode that, hey, after we exit this mode, you will be assigned or set to your table, and then it will just happen. Then we can click it. That's
Can we
what
go to the playground and then we just try it out in where's the button? How does it look?
We also wanted to test something in the playground. You had a question about something. Sorry, I might forget. I didn't check. But
Oh yeah, if we are in the breakout groups, if we can shuffle within a breakout group, I think we wanted to test that.
Okay.
yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, let's go out then.